Today I am in McDonough, Georgia with the owner of Whole House Home Inspections, John Watson.
Hello, how you doing?
And he is gracious enough to let me shadow him. I am his intern for today.
That's right.
As we go around with home inspections, he has done many of my buyer home inspections, and I just love referring him because he explains things to them and he answers questions that they have, and they just feel so much more informed with inspection. So I am happy to refer them to John. One question I have, maybe two. John, what should sellers do to prepare for home inspections? That's not something that we normally talk about.
Don't talk about it. So to prepare for it, you need to move a lot of things out the way. So for instance, if the electrical panel is in the garage or the basement, you want to make sure it's not obstructed.
Okay.
Because some inspectors will just call it out as a limitation and say, I can't check the electrical system. Right?
Okay.
So you're paying anywhere between $350 up to $500 for inspection, and then you're not getting a full inspection. And then if they say, well, I couldn't get to it, if you have the seller, move everything so I can get to it, now they're going to charge you a re-inspection fee, right? So that's another thing that you wasn't planning on spending money on.
Okay. To
have somebody come back. So a seller can move items out the way to make sure we can easily access different things we're going to check. So that water heater, electrical panel, the furnace if it's in the attic, just moving things out of the way. Certain things we understand, hopefully the listing agent talks about decluttering the home, getting everything out of the garage, getting everything out of the attic and putting it in a storage somewhere.
Okay.
If not, we understand we're gonna have those areas that we can't just access.
Okay, got it. And one thing I didn't think about, you said you went in first before you did the outside and you ran the dishwasher.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you guys are like me, but my dishwasher, we store dishes in there.
That's true.
So you need to clear out the dishwasher because he is coming in to wash it, to run the dishwasher. Why are you running the dishwasher?
So for instance, say I'm on a crawl space.
Okay.
Right? Once I go inside, cut the dishwasher on, I want to see water running through the pipes, right? So if I go to the crawl space, I can see if there's any leaks. You don't want to come to the house, turn no water on, go into the crawl space, inspect the crawl space, say there's no leaks, right? And then you go in the house, now you're running the water, you're flushing toilets, you're running the sinks, right? You're running the dishwasher. You never go back under the house. There may be a leak. So you want to make sure you turn some type of water source on prior to going outside. That way, and it's also a timing thing. So I run a normal cycle. It's about 2 to 3 hours. Typically by the time I'm done with the inspection, the dishwasher is done. Now I can check the dishwasher for leaks. So it runs a full cycle. I can see if it's leaking around the gaskets. I can see if it's leaking and flowing right back into the drainage system.
Okay. Do you run the wash and dryer?
On condos, I do. Typically homes, I don't, depending. But condos, typically they have a stack system where it's small, so I'm not using that much water. And then if a customer asks, I will. So it's no biggie. It's not part of the standard, but if a customer asks, I will. I have no issue with it.
Okay. How long does a typical home inspection? I'm gonna answer this question because it depends on the size of the home. See that?
That is true.
See that? It depends on the size of the home. And it also depends on the cost, depends on the size of the home.
That is true.
So today's home inspection is going to take budget about 3 hours, right?
Yeah, about 3 hours, yeah.
Because this is a 3-story home, it's about 5,000 square feet.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, so I need to let him do his job. So come on, let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Need a flashlight.
Okay.
All right. Flathead to remove the electrical panel. Moisture meter, if needed. If it's an older home, I use a different type of screwdriver to probe for rot. If I had a gas key fireplace, I'm gonna turn it on a lighter. If I need to test voltage, right? So say I'm looking for 240 volts from the wash and dryer. I'm going to test that outlet to make sure it's giving me the right voltage. So I'm a few of the tools I take with me. I think we already talked about the circuit tester. So that's a few of the tools. So you get more in depth, as you go along. So infrared, gas sniffer, different things like that.
Okay. And just FYI, I see John left his outside shoes outside, and he put on his inside shoes. However, if this was an investment property, he would probably leave on.
Those on, but I also take booties with me just in case.
Okay.
You never know.
And this is a kind of a special situation because the sellers are home. Normally, sellers are not home. So,
it happens.
Yeah, it happens, and we'll kind of be discreet. Do buyers normally come for the whole inspection?
Yeah, so I typically request that buyers there for the entire inspection, so they can
Really?
Yeah, that way they see everything I'm seeing at the same time. That way it's easier to explain because they saw it as I saw it, right? Then they also know what they're paying for, right? I have a lot of people that don't show up, which is fine. You know, I can get through things quicker, but I typically like them to be there so they can know exactly how to, you know, turn off the water valve at the water heater, right?
Wow.
Operate different things. So.
Well, I stand corrected because I tell my buyers, come towards the end so you hear the report. And I figure it might hold you up if they're there the whole time. But so you're okay with them being there.
Because what happens is you explaining it basically third hand, right? So after you went through everything, you give them a quick review. They may still have questions when they walk away. So I even asked them, you got any other questions? They say no. Then they call me back later on at night with the report. Right, because I'm going to go over the huge stuff. I'm not going to go over, you know, I might find 60 defects and only 10 of them may be major. Right?
Okay.
So they start seeing those minor details and they ask questions, but if they're here with me, they understand like, oh, okay, I saw that with you.
If you are looking for a home inspector, I highly recommend John. I will have John's information below. And yes, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. And I will see you in my next video. Please go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. Bye.
See you next time.
Bye.